Okay, so before we get started, I kind of wanted to show you a little bit about where it came from first. So I'll have some pictures and some videos of what the gym looked like when I first started building it. It's 2024 now. I started in 2022, and my daughter was just about to be born. So I wanted somewhere where I could work out and be closer to home. I do work at a gym, but it was, really important to me that she gets to see me lifting and growing up around the gym. So I really wanted to build this then. And yeah, so I guess without further ado, I'll kind of show you what it looks like now. All right, so this is the gym. I guess I'll start by showing you the whole thing. It's in a spare bedroom, so it's not like, super massive, but it gets the job done. To preface this, I work at a commercial gym full time, so I do most of my heavy lifting over there and all of my accessory stuff generally over here. I could do some heavy lifting here. I've gotten up to maybe 450 in this rack, so nothing super crazy, but I could. It's just a little bit of a process. Got a barbell up there because I've got this leg extension leg curl in the way, and setting up barbell movements, that means I have to take that guy up and down, and since my job isn't that far away, I do most of my stuff over there. I just wanted to clarify, I do use this gym for a lot more than just accessory stuff. I just do my squat, bench, and deadlift, like compound movements, over at my commercial gym where I work. Since I have access to that, I usually can find 3 days a week where I can go into the actual gym, but with a pretty full schedule and a little one, I tend to spend a lot more time at home. So I do my accessory movements for those days and then full other workouts here when I can, as often as I can. And then I would eventually like to, be able to use a space like this to train clients, but this is in the middle of our house and it's a tiny little room, so when we move, maybe. But at this point, it has been a really, really good place to kind of get, my workouts in and not be in that public setting. So, yeah, I just wanted to add that piece in. But I guess I'll kind of show you from this side. I'll close this. I've got the wall of bands. I'll hang my bag up there when I get in. Some pictures, cleaning stuff, and a tripod, and my scale. And then this is a bench that I made. It's got some rubber stoppers in the back of it. It's kind of poorly done, but it gets the job done. I do seal rows with that. I'll just stick that whole thing across these bars in the rack, and I can row. Bench from Rep. This is the AB 4000. I got this one because it stands up. The one that I had before was the 3100 or AB 3000 or whatever it was. And that had rollers on it, which was great, and it could decline, but it was heavy and you couldn't stand it. So this has been a huge upgrade. Definitely happy with that. This in the front is the Rep sticker on the trash can. There's a box of kind of miscellaneous stuff down there. An AirX pad from Yes For All for balance training, that kind of thing. And this is a preacher curl bench that I have kind of broken down in the front because it takes up the least amount of space right there. That was kind of an add-on to a purchase I made for some weight plates, and I didn't want to get rid of it. So if I figured out a little bit of space for it and I kept it, and it's been good. Just put it together. I got the bar up in the closet. I'll show you that in a second. But this is my bike. I do some work up here. That's my daughter's play mat. I use that on the floor for stretching and everything. But I've got some bands attached to the bike so that I can do leg extensions, leg curls on that guy and change the resistance profile, make that a little bit better. Chalk bowl down there. And then my sit to stand desk, which is always in a standing position so that I can bike while I work or watch anime or whatever. Certifications, water bottle. Window. Let's see, I've got some weights in a tree over here, and then like kind of a pin. I use that for dips, and it used to be for cable stuff. PVC pipes and stuff in the back. And then this cable stack that actually just so happened to luckily fit my rep rack. This is not a substantial rack. It fit and it was within budget at the time when I first started the gym. It is a 2x2 rack with 1-inch holes, and things fit it, but I should say this I actually had to drill new holes into, and it does not fit this. This is for a 3x3 rack, but it has held me. I weigh like 240 pounds, 235-ish, and I can throw a bunch of weight on there, and I have not had an issue. It moves a little bit, but it does the job. That's from Walmart, 200 bucks for a leg extension that also turns into a leg curl with this attachment piece, and I'm happy with that for sure. Let's see. Absolute beater bar. First thing I bought when I got into the gym was a bar, and then I added a rack in the bench, the AB3100, and it served me well. It's heavy, and the knurling isn't super great. I think it weighs a little bit more than 45 pounds. I tend to be able to do a lot more at regular gyms, but besides that, it gets the job done. I made a makeshift hanger. I didn't buy the like Darko lifting things. These are just bike hooks that I attached to a 2x4. I guess that is 2x4, 1x6, something. It's attached to a board that I spray painted and then drilled bike hooks in. They have a 20-pound capacity each. The bar weighs 45 pounds, so 40 pounds, it hasn't been an issue. I just don't load it. It's just above my head height though, so I don't have to worry about ducking when I come in, so that's nice. Over here, some power blocks. I got the Rep by Pepins. They are gonna ship forever from now, so hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get good use out of these before. I've had these for a little while. They go up to 90. The new ones are gonna go up to 120. That will be awesome. Kettlebell, some rollers. This one I drilled into so I could use some of those PVC pipes over there to make leg rollers on my rack. I got some yoga blocks and a bench block under here somewhere. But you know, just more miscellaneous stuff. I actually do Nordics out of the front of this. That's why there's a pair of pants wrapped around it so I can get my ankles up underneath there and do my Nordic leg curls. Cool piece. Actually, in the closet, I have more weights, so I can load a little bit heavier in here. This is just a water jug I take to camping. I've got my mat, ab wheel. There's a base of a skateboard that I use for balance stuff sometimes. A little push-up trainer that was a gift. Some maces. These are a lot of fun. And then just some various attachments like, you know, mag grip knockoffs. Speaker system, water, miscellaneous stuff, yoga ball, and then behind the yoga ball is the bicep curl piece that attaches to that thing up in the front, that preacher curl bench. So if I ever want to do preacher curls with one of the bars that I have, then I'll use that. But a lot of times I just set the preacher bench in front of the cable stack and I do it that way. So the closet has my weights in it, but also the other side of the closet is like my actual closet. I got kicked out of the bedroom closet, so that's that. We got a couple of little miscellaneous things in here like jump ropes and maybe a couple more attachments, this little muscle hook. That's it. I think that's pretty much it. Little massage roller on this mirror over here. And yeah. A couple of other things I meant to touch on are just some of the DIY projects in here. I forget that people want to know about that. There are only 3 horse stall mats in here as like a space reference. So these are 4 foot by 6 foot. And then I've got a couple of boards in here that I used to just like fill in the space in the floors. A bunch of boards that I cut to size and set up underneath my bike. Actually, I made this desk I bought the stands and just glued a couple of pieces together and sanded them down. I didn't actually stain them, which is kind of stupid, but I'm not taking it apart to stain it. So I already talked about the bar holder. And actually, since this isn't designed to be a Rep Fitness pulley system, it only bolts at the bottom and there's no way to attach it up top. So I have this little like wooden board. It looks really flimsy, but I've loaded this thing up and basically it just acts as a little barrier, so when the cables are up high and I'm pulling on it, it doesn't slam the top of it towards the rack and break it, because I'm not about to drill this into the wall. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I got some old dumbbells down there. Those are 50s that my dad bought for $5 a piece at Goodwill or something. And then I guess lastly, my knockoff TRX straps. I'm gonna eventually get the regular ones because my weight has broken these. So I can still use them, but they kind of cut your hand and I'm always worried that it's gonna fully break off. But yeah, I think I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but that I use for weighted dips and weighted pull-ups. I just use like actually one of these heavy bands with a carabiner on it, wrap that around my waist, and then I can do pull-ups in here on the fat grips or on the tape that I wrapped around the bar. I hate the way this feels, just this powder coated. There's not very much grit to it, so my hands get a little sweaty and I can't hang on it. So I just wrap some tape. I don't know if you can actually see that, but I wrap some, I don't know, whatever the tape is that you wrap around your thumbs for Olympic lifting. I wrap some of that on here, and I'll use chalk for my chalk ball. Another thing that I made, this bowl is from the dollar store, just some chalk in it. I screwed it in to this bolt and then another flat piece of wood, and then just stuck a Rep sticker on it. We are Rep fans around here. So I think that's actually it. Yeah, cool.